To some breaking news now, and Donald Trump's former campaign manager, Paul Manafort, is reportedly meant to turn himself in today. That's said to be the first indictment from Special Counsel Robert Mueller in the Russian collusion inquiry. The indictment will reportedly be unsealed later on Monday. US President Donald Trump has called the probe into his electoral team's suspected links with Russia a witch hunt. Kate Fisher is following the story from Washington, and she joins us now live. What more can you tell us about what is expected to happen today?
Well, this is, should these reports that we're hearing in the media here in the US be true, this signals a huge escalation in the investigation into potential links between the Trump administration and Russian meddling in the US presidential election. Paul Manafort, who was a former campaign manager for President Donald Trump, has been told to surrender himself to the Special Counsel Robert Mueller today, according to these reports, along with one of his closest associates, a man called Rick Gates. This is, as I said, one of the most senior officials from President Trump's campaign for running for president. We don't know exactly what the charges are. We haven't been told that hasn't been reported yet, but it's certainly it's suggested that he will be charged today along with his associate with regard to all of this. One of the things that has been troubling about Paul Manafort in the investigation is that he has had some alleged dealings with Ukraine and some alleged links to Russian oligarchs who are linked to the Kremlin and President Putin. That has already been investigated. He's denied any wrongdoing. His house was actually raided by agents back in July. They served a search warrant, and they went out with financial documents and tax documents, which are likely to all be part of the evidence that Robert Mueller is suggesting gives them enough basis to charge Paul Manafort. His associate, Rick Gates, is a junior partner of his, he's described that, and his name appears on several companies that Manafort's firm had set up in Cyprus in order to receive money from Eastern European business people. So that's where his link is. Again, we don't know much about him and what the charges are against him. This is a fast-moving story here in Washington that will shake everything up.
Shake everything up indeed. I mean, how potentially damaging is this for the Trump administration, given Manafort's role? I mean, a former campaign manager, that is a very, very tight link. And also, what has President Trump said about these reports of imminent indictments?
Well, I think you can see just how important it is, and that President Trump has been tweeting furiously both yesterday and today. Paul Manafort, as you say, is one of the close circle of President Trump's advisors. He was in the inner circle, if you like. It's certainly the first indication that there is anybody really close to Donald Trump, that they have any evidence about being involved in these alleged interference in the election. Donald Trump has, as I say, he tweeted 4 times yesterday morning here in the United States, all saying that this was a witch hunt, it was phony, and once again saying it should be Hillary Clinton that was being investigated, mentioning once again her emails. And he said that the whole Republican Party was unified against him. The White House, in a statement, said that these were nothing to do with this investigation, that Robert Mueller's investigation. They said they were simply separate from it, but you can draw your own conclusions. And then this morning already, just as we heard the news of those charges being brought against Paul Manafort and Rick Gates, Donald Trump has taken to Twitter again, this time criticizing President Obama.
Thanks so much. That's Kate Fisher live from Washington.